Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We got some pretty big news because this announcement just dropped like an hour ago. I just wanted to react to it because I thought, to be honest, I thought this wasn't even going to happen. I was kind of like, okay, I didn't hear anything about it. It's probably not going to happen, but lo and behold, Nintendo was like, hey, if you're going to doubt us, well, you better not doubt us, because there we go. We got Nintendo Direct. This is on the Famitsu official website, Nindai. It's the shortened Nintendo Directs too. So Nindai Nintendo Direct. So the next presentation here in Japan anyway, it'll be, it's the same everywhere, but it's September 14th at 11 p.m. here. And so this is interesting here. It says this winter's release titles is going to be focusing on those. It's going to be 40 minutes, which is pretty interesting. This part right here, this is what's interesting to me. Is this focusing on the winter release titles? What does that mean exactly? Does that include next year's January, February? We did have some things about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon remake. We also had the Princess Peach game that they announced, and they said they'll talk about that later. Maybe they'll talk about those too? I don't know. These advertisements, by the way, they're just fantastic. Anyways, it says the new Nintendo Direct announcement has been announced, basically. And it'll be tomorrow at 11 p.m. Japan time. The announcement will be, the broadcast will be 40 minutes long. And again, it's going to focus on those new titles that are being released this winter. Those are the contents of the presentation, apparently, according to Famitsu. And according to Nintendo's official Twitter, I guess. I'm never calling it X, by the way. We're not doing that. It's gonna be Twitter. I don't even like Twitter, but X just sounds so dumb. Anyways, of course it's talking about Nintendo Switch games in particular, right? So that's what it's saying right here. It says this winter, games being released that are planned to be released this winter are going to be focused on, and of course we're going to give you some information about that. Pretty exciting stuff. I mean, that's really all there is to it, though. It says the Nintendo Direct so it says down here that the last kind of like big Nintendo Direct was in June, right? And that was June 21st. And since then, yeah, it's been 3 months. The last time we got information, I can't believe it's been since June. Wow. We got Mario RPG's remake. We got Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Got Dragon Quest Monsters 3 talked about. Those are a lot of big titles, a lot of heavy hitters. And over here around in Japan, you see the pre-order booths set up everywhere. So I mean, they're moving along really quickly, and I'm really happy about that. I love the way Nintendo announces things. There's no more of this, like, there's one exception, but there's no more of this, hey, let's announce a game now and then release it 5 or 6 years later. Everything is very quick, which I think is perfect. They've sort of managed that hype to expectations balance very, very well. We got the Super Mario remake announced 3 months ago, and it's coming out in 2 months. We got Wonder coming out. Again, a lot of heavy hitters, and it's a really good turnaround. And so all this is saying down here is just basically like a collection of information what they've talked about during recent directs in recent years. And then it just says, what's a Nintendo Direct? And it explains it very simply. It's on YouTube, and I guess it's on Nico Nico Doga here in Japan, which is, I guess people still watch that, I suppose. But, I mean, what do I think is going to be on it? I don't even know. I mean, besides, they'll probably talk more about, I don't know if they'll talk more about RPG. I'd be surprised. I can see that getting its own Direct maybe next month, although I could be wrong. Like I said, maybe the Princess Peach game will be talked about, more about Luigi's Mansion. They might even announce a new title. Me personally, I would love to see a new 3D Mario announced, because it's been 6 years since we got Mario Odyssey. That's a crime. Alright, that is a crime, because that is the best 3D Mario. And the fact that we haven't gotten a sequel quickly, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. Now I know there's COVID and blah 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 blah. I know. But come on, we got Breath of the Wild 6 years ago too. We got Tears of the Kingdom just now, and it's probably better than Breath of the Wild. Many people seem to think so. Let's get an Odyssey 2 going. What the heck? You had such a perfect, solid foundation, Nintendo. Let's make it happen. Now, of course, there are leaks and things that people are talking about. I don't really want to entertain those for a few reasons. I'll preface by saying, yes, of course, if a leak kind of comes across my way, well, then, whatever, right? I learned the information. I can't do anything about it. But I won't specifically hunt out leaks and look for leaks, and that's because I disagree with it. I don't think it's good. I mean, these people are working very hard on stuff. I don't want to preach. It's not about that, but it's just me personally. That's why I just think that these people who are in the games industry, they work really hard to make these surprises, these hype announcements, and to get things leaked is just like, really? I don't know. And also, let's be honest, a lot of leakers are just wrong, you know? It's as simple as that. So me personally, I would rather just be surprised. I'd rather wait for the announcement. If I hear something, you know, it is what it is. So regarding some of the leaks that are going around, I don't know. I'm going to probably just stay off the internet from now until tomorrow at 11. So that's about that. What I would like to see, though, of course, the main things still remain, right? I wanted to see a Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door remaster. That's not going to happen now. There's no way because RPG's coming out. I'd like to see Luigi's Mansion, the first one, put onto the Nintendo Switch. I know they put it on the 3DS and the 3D, and that's really cool, but I mean, how are you going to have 2 and 3 on there but not have the first one? They got to put the first one on there eventually. They got to remaster that. If we're talking about remasters, F-Zero GX, come on. It's just, everyone wants it to happen, Nintendo. Please, just make it happen. F-Zero GX, F-Zero AX, it's probably going to be annoying, and they're not going to want to do it. But if they could somehow manage to combine AX and GX together into like one full package, it'd be perfect. Fun fact though, the original F-Zero GX game does have AX, the arcade, in there. It is in the game. You have to like go through some debug thing or like you have to do Game Shark code or something, but you can access AX, which is pretty cool. Now, that's the game's still being split up into 2 basically, so to have it all in kind of one place, it would be the sort of definitive version of GX. GAX maybe? I don't know, make it happen. I'm expecting Pokemon, maybe? They usually like to talk about Pokemon, but not that much, because, you know, Pokemon and the Pokemon Company, they like to do their own thing. Like, you know, Game Freak, they're, oh, please, let us handle it. Maybe we'll get a few little Pokemon details. I'm not expecting too much in that regard. Switch 2 rumors are abound, and apparently it's out there. Apparently people have seen it, and I came across this on IGN, so, you know, it is what it is. Do I think they'll put any new Switch out? No, because I think they would have their own event for it, even if it is similar to the Switch. I think they're going to go big with it, similar to their original Switch unveiling, and they would really put tons and tons of effort. It's not no 40-minute presentation. It's not one of these pre-made directs. They would have a full-on thing for that. I have no doubt. So basically, to summarize, what I'm hoping for is new 3D Mario, if possible, some more information about the Princess Peach game, and maybe some more Luigi's Mansion stuff. I'd love to see F-Zero, please, GX or AX, whatever, put it on. A new one I would be okay with, but I'm just really worried they're going to mess it up, and I hope they don't. So, just to be safe, I think a GX remaster, let's test the waters a little bit first, then we're good to go. Not expecting Pokemon, like I said, so yeah, I'm gonna count that one out. I don't know though, 40 minutes is pretty chunky. It's a pretty chunky direct, I think. I don't know. I love not expecting too much, actually. It's weird. I used to be really into predictions and thinking, oh my gosh, like this is gonna happen, and this. I've kind of just left it all to the wind, so to speak, because I have so many games to play. And of course, if a new game is announced that I like, I'm going to be so excited about it. Who wouldn't be? But there's something kind of strangely nice about having a backlog, like a really big backlog. And I mean, maybe others can agree with me or disagree, but it sort of tempers expectations a bit. And again, it's nice to know the game is out there and it's announced and it's ready to go. I think that's great. But at the same time, it's nice that I don't have to focus only on these release windows. It's like, oh my gosh, the next Mario, when? In a way, these things seem to come faster as I'm not focusing on them as much. But I don't know, what do you guys think? It's a new Nintendo Direct. It's coming tomorrow, or today, I guess, because of the time now. What do you think's going to happen? You expecting any big reveals, or is it just going to be things we've already seen? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow, GPX Japan, we will be streaming a live reaction of the broadcast, so please come on in, hang out with us. We're just going to be chilling, hanging out on a Zoom call. So feel free, stop by the chat. We'd really appreciate it. Drop us a sub, a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.